Good morning. Happy Monday. It's going to be a hot one here this week, so we're trying to get ready for that. On Saturday, I did a little drone spraying. We got our manganese put on our muck pockets over there. So the drone trailer is in the shop here because when I got done, I said something to Dad about, hey, think we could build a platform? He said, yeah, put it in the shop. I'll work on it next week when it's hot out. Oh, okay. So I thought he would do it out of wood, but he's got some steel he wants to build a top rack out of. We're going to let him go with it. So I don't have any spraying to do anytime soon, I don't think. So a good week for that project. First thing this morning here, we're going to get our field cultivator unhooked. We got the fertilizer barn cleared out where that field cultivator goes, so we're going to back that in there. I'm going to try and unfold it first, see if that wire harness that I put on fixed our electrical issues or not. And then I think we're going to work on our rain machine today. Alright, so you'll remember last week, I think it was last week, we put a new cylinder, seals in on the one cylinder, and we changed an electrical sensor, and then it still wasn't working right, and there was a little wire harness we stuck in there. I haven't tried it since I put that in, so I was going to do that. Although we have cylinder stops in, which I'll have to take out if we're going to try it. Alright, we got it unfolded, and I got my cylinder stops out. And it's going up and down evenly. I think we got her. It's better than it was, at least. That outside seems to be a little down. It might need leveled and readjusted, but it's at least working like it's supposed to. Cool. Fold her up and back her in the barn over here. Going to double check some stuff on our AccuDepth stuff, diagnostics. Yeah, so now all of our values are very similar. This left center wing, before I put that adapter in there, was reading like 3 or 4 volts higher than everything else. So apparently there's something in that little wire harness that makes it work. Excellent. Alright, that is out of the way, or unhooked. I just parked the tractor there for now because until I get the head unhooked from the combine, I don't have room to put it in the barn over there, so we'll just wait on that. We're going to get our stuff around and go up to the rain machine here. I am trying to accumulate all of the things and tools that we might need since this is a little bit of a drive up there. I mean, it's 2.5 miles from here, but we got to go around the section because our bridge is closed, so it's not a big deal. If we got to come back, we'll come back. But I got some hydraulic oil. Xander's finding me some drain pails. We've got our new engine oil. Got our filter kit. I took in some antifreeze. We've got some brake cleaner for cleaning stuff. We've got grease and a grease gun. Hoses, drain pails. Our jump starter, because I'm 100% sure it's dead. Tire inflator. And then I've got a pile of tools and sockets and wrenches and stuff here. This should be everything we need. I should throw a hammer in here. Maybe an adjustable. Maybe some open end wrenches. 10, 15, 18, 24. We'll take some standards because you never know. Half, 9/16. 3/4, 7/8. That ought to do it. Okay, what else do we need? A couple ladders. I need my iPad. You know, those things. We'll even take our 360 rain cooler to keep some drinks cold. Turns out when you get a company 30 million views on social media, they send you a cooler. Well, we got halfway up to the field, and then I remembered. I don't have a SIM card in the LTE box on the rain machine, because when we were planting, the SIM card on my planter wasn't working, and so I had to steal it from it. So we need to steal that back. Okay, got our SIM card put back in. I know I didn't show you taking it out of the other one on the planter. It's okay, you guys will figure it out. It looks like this inside there. This is our LTE modem that connects to the internet so that we can, come on, control it from my iPad, since I still don't have an iPhone. We might have to do that though. I don't know. Hey Xander, you got an iPhone? Yeah. Oh, I can just put him in charge of this. I'll just make him download the app, then I don't have to worry about it. So like I said, I'm reasonably confident this thing is dead, so we'll turn on our battery disconnects just to see if we get anything, any lights or anything at all. But I'm guessing we're gonna hook up our jump pack. Yeah, we got no lights. All right, we got lights. I pushed the engine button. Let's see if it starts. Oh, beautiful. Go pull that jump pack. Okay. That fired right up. I'm impressed. We didn't check our engine compartment before we did that. Xander went to go get the jump pack and a raccoon jumped on him. Almost. I don't hear anything. I don't see antifreeze or fan blades getting in. Yeah, well, I think we're okay. All right. I do not have connection to my machine, however. So we got to figure that out. Either I put the wrong SIM card in or something, but oh, there's the outdoor Wi-Fi. That one just popped up. That should be there. So maybe now. It might just take it a minute. We're just gonna let it run here for a few minutes. Dad did some mowing for us up there, so I think we're gonna pull it up into the mowed grass, so we can change oil and work on stuff a little bit easier and not in the tall, thick grass with raccoons hiding in it. Oh, we are connected. Shows that the machine is stopped. All right, let's see if I remember how to do all of this. Manual operation, okay. 629, we got a bunch of stuff here booting outside the geofence because we're outside of the field, so that's fine. Low voltage, under voltage, we'll give them a few minutes, let everything charge up here. Let's check on the engine. What are we at for engine hours? 3,000, you can't see that, and 43 engine hours. So that's where we're starting the year. And yeah, I think we're okay here. So we'll give it a few minutes. Like I said, we'll just manually drive it up there. And we should just go right out into the beans because the woodchucks have eaten the end of the rows off so bad. There's no beans there anyway, but we'll do all our service work. I printed off the service manual, so we've got all the list of everything we need to do. Appears that we need to do some raccoon eradication before we get too far here. This is what I hire Xander for, so I don't have to do this. I'm a wuss, so I'll just stand back here. Oh, they're real little ones. All right, well, 3. How many you got there?
4.
4 total? What's that red thing there that's been chewed on, it looks like? Right there in that nest. No, down. Right by where you were. That.
Cover. A lot of stuff's chewed on.
What? Cover for what?
Battery. It's like
oh, I see. Alright. Well, we may have to do some fixing up there. Alright, we got the raccoons and most of the nest out of there. It seems that they have chewed on some stuff, some wires. We might have to look at that a little bit closer. But we did get it to start again, and now we are locked out for a software update. And all our keypad buttons are flashing, which I assume is because of the software update. So we're going to let her sit until that's done. I don't know. About all I can do, I think. Device booting. Okay, well, now it's dying. Why is it slowing down? Stop button's flashing. Maybe we need it off for the software update. I'll have to call them eventually here. We'll see if it does something. Wish I could watch that somehow. I don't think I can. Alright, well, we were letting it run, letting the battery charge up a little bit. Xander's doing tires for us right now. I just opened this up to look. Our chain's a little rusty. We'll have to tensioner or something. Yeah, that's not too bad. We'll inspect it. We'll lube it up good. Grease everything. Yeah. I haven't been able to make anything move yet, but all the valve stems are pointed down, so I didn't really want to make anything move until we get these tires done. We still got some software updates to do, I think. It sounds like one of them is mandatory. They're not going to let me really even move anything until it's done, but the battery was too low to do the software update, so that's why we're letting it run. So looking at these rollers, this one is tied up. So is the one on the other side. The ones underneath have some wear on them on the sides there, but they spin free. I think those ones are okay. We might flip them, but these we need to take apart and see if the rollers are bad, if they're just too tight. We'll get new ones if they aren't going to spin. Check it out, we're moving. Finally got all our software updates done. We ran back to the farm and grabbed the gas-powered air compressor so we can blow this engine compartment out. And all the software updates went through while we were gone. So we're going to walk it ahead here and get into the mowed grass. And then we're going to back that truck up here and get up there and blow the engine compartment out. And then we can start doing some of our service work. So excellent. We're making progress. Okay, we're going to go ahead and shut her down here. Stop. Engine. Stop. There it goes. And start doing our service stuff. Cool. Well, now I'm feeling a little better. I was getting a little concerned there when I couldn't get it to move at all. But good deal. All right, while Xander works on blowing that out, I'm going to start with some greasing. We'll get to this real one. We got to rebuild our swivel there anyway. We'll get to that. Steering cylinder, 2 pumps each side of cylinder. Well, we can do that. There's a couple on this traverser cylinder that are real. Like, how am I even supposed to get to that one? There's no way. I can't even get my phone in there to show you, but this bar is right up next to the greaser, so there's no way I'm going to get that one. Maybe if we suck it all the way over this way, it'll pull that cylinder and pivot it a little bit, and then we can get in there, but we're going to have to skip that one for right now. And then there's a bunch. Hold on. We want machine lockout. We wanted to start to charge the battery, and I don't want it to charge the battery right now. We'll let it keep doing that in a minute, but not while we're working on it. In here, there's greasers. We got to find them. All right. Well, there's 2 here. There's one there. There's one there. There's one there. There's one there, and I'm guessing on the other side. Yep, much easier to get to on this side. So we got the 4 more over here. All right. Is there grease work on this bearing? Yeah. How am I supposed to get that one? Let's lift that wheel up. I think there's some in there as well. All right, I did get that one, man. Our camera's not focusing very good today. Got that one easy enough. This one was a real pain trying to get on that greaser, but I did get it, and I got grease to come out the side, so we're good there. All right, we have to rebuild the swivel on this. We're supposed to do it every year. I didn't do it last year. We're definitely going to do it now. One of those things, I just never got to it. So here's the instructions. I got 2 new O-rings and a set of ball bearings to go in there. So we'll see if we can figure this out. Remove swivel from machine by loosening the groove clamps and removing swivel assembly. Might work on it on the back of the truck from the way it looks. Alright. It's right up there. Alright, I got the clamps off. These outside ones. There might be some water. Nope. little dirt. Get that out of the way. Okay. It turns. Not terrible. We're going to take that one off. We'll work on this. Here's our new ball bearings and O-rings. I believe we have to take these plugs out and then the bearings will kind of fall out of there. Alright, well, I got our plugs out. I sprayed some brake clean in there to loosen up the grease that is in it. And now we're going to see if we can't get them to fall out. I have to spin it. Well, we got a bunch. I think that's it. I don't hear any more rattling, so this should come apart. Let's see what we can do. Just like that. Alright. Now we need to clean these both up really good. Put our new O-rings in. New bearings. Alright, we've got both halves of this cleaned up pretty well. We're going to get our new O-rings put on with a little grease so that they'll slide in there good, and then we can stick our balls, new balls, through these holes until we get them all the way around. Okay, we're back together. We're going to try and do this even. Will they slide or do I have to turn it? I gotta turn it. Okay, it's going to take me a little while. Yep, this is going a little smoother now. Think they give me just the right amount, or did I get extra? I have to count the old ones. uneven number. Guess I didn't really count how many I was putting in either, so I can't count the ones I took out to know. I don't know if those are gonna go in. Whoa. Feel like I should get one more. Boy, I don't know. Try and put the plug in and force them down? No, that doesn't seem like a good idea. There's a gap, but it's not wide enough for a full ball. Let me throw some grease in it. Still won't go. Okay, we'll go read. The instructions don't say anything. I have 3 balls that I could not get in there. I put the plugs in, I greased it, I rotated it a bunch, took the plug out, tried again, couldn't get them in there, so I put it back together, gave it another shot of grease, we've rotated it. I think we're okay. We're gonna pull back on. Okay, well, that feels pretty rigid. I think we got everything back together like we're supposed to. So we need to grease our main reel bearings. And I don't know, maybe we'll throw another shot or 2 into that swivel, and I think that one's good. Well, our little raccoons did a little damage up here. I don't see anything catastrophic, but we got a little chewing on our battery terminal covers, on our negative grounds, up here on our big positive going to the starter. I don't love all of that. We're gonna tape some stuff up. I don't know if there was... Yeah, there was more loom on that wire that's been chewed up, but they didn't actually get into the wire on the small ones, so that one there's chewed up. Just the loom. Interesting. Okay, well, we'll tape some stuff up and see if we have any issues. We'll fix it, but that's what it is right here. So, all right, Xander's getting our engine oil and filters over there. I'm gonna try and see what else we need to do. We might have to change our battery here pretty soon. We'll see if it takes a charge and keeps going or not. All right, there's an air filter up there, but we need a taller ladder to get up there. All right, we got our oil filters, engine oil filters put back up on there. So this thing has massive engine oil filters. Those 2 big white ones, which for a little like 2 or 3 liter diesel, or 1.5 liter diesel, whatever it is, those are way overkill. But the reason that they do that is to get oil capacity, because we want to extend the oil change intervals. So the book says that this thing can run 2,500 hours on an engine oil change. Now we're going to do it annually here, but the reason they can do that is because of how much oil those filters hold, and that you got so much extra capacity. So they put these big old engine oil filters on there. I poured over a gallon of oil into those 2 filters because you got to pre-fill them because of the volume, which I don't love, but it's what it says to do. So that's good. We'll put the rest of the oil in, make sure our hose is turned off, disconnected there. And then that side of it is done. We are going to go ahead and change hydraulic oil as well. And then get that air filter and fuel filter, and should be good to go here, just about. Now it said that was a 4-gallon capacity, so it should all fit in one bucket here, but we'll see. That oil doesn't look too bad, but as much hydraulic stuff as there is on this, with all the wheel motors and the drive for the, oh no, those are electric. Ah, shoot, we probably didn't really need to do this. I was thinking the wheel motors were hydraulic. They are not. That's all right. It actually has a shorter oil change interval for the hydraulic oil than it does the engine oil, which I was surprised by. So anyway, we'll change it. And yeah, we changed the filter. Doesn't take much here. 4 gallons hydraulic oil is not that much. And I'm just using John Deere stuff. All right, I think we are done with all the service. We got the hydraulic oil change. Oh, we got to put hydraulic oil back in yet. We got it empty. Yeah, I changed the fuel filter. I need to check the coolant level. We need to put hydraulic oil in, and that should be it. Okay, we got our oil in. Put just a touch of antifreeze. I bet I didn't put a cup in there, so that was probably okay. We're gonna go ahead and fire it up. Might take a couple times to prime the fuel filter, and I want to run the engine, just get all the filters completely full, make sure we got plenty of oil in it. We might need to add a little bit. I think we're ready to go. It needs fuel. We're gonna let it run and see if it charges the battery up for a while. I got that one grease zerk I could try and hit yet if we could move that traverser out of the way. But yeah, she's good to go. I gotta go through the app and make sure our new path set is loaded for the bean planting this year, and then we got to get it out to the center start point and hook our hose up, and then let her run. I don't know. We could start it up today. I don't really need it right now, but we could start it up today. Anyway, it's well past lunchtime, so we're gonna go do that. Maybe we'll drag the fuel trailer up here this afternoon and get it out to where it needs to be. Yeah, fuel trailer, but the header cart's in the way, but I can't put the head down until I get my skid plates, so we better go see if our skid plates are here. We got our skid plates. Xander's putting it on right now. Both of them, got one done. We're gonna get the forklift hooked up here so we can back our header cart out as soon as we drop the head. Good news, the air conditioner in the combine's working. I kinda just wanna sit here. All right, we got the head unhooked. Back it out of here, and I can get my fuel trailer. Park this out back over here. Phil's been working on getting our drain systems ready to go for the last 2 weeks, I think, week and a half. He's cleaning the radiator out on the generator today, which is a good thing to get done. So we should be ready to roll for wheat. I am hoping later this week. The heat is going to speed things up. All right, we're running fuel up. Fill both sides. I got our plug put in here on our pipe. We're gonna go ahead and flip breakers and start everything on here so that once we get it hooked up, we can run some water and make sure it's all good. This box controls our injection pump. We do not have that up here yet. Don't need it right now. I'm pretty sure our injector nozzle has a check valve that won't allow anything to come out that port. Guess we'll find out when the well turns on if water comes out of there or not. Let's go put this in the box over here. We're fueled up. We're gonna walk this machine out into the field here, basically just to the end rows, and then get it on a path and tell it to go home. And it should walk itself right to where we need it to go, but we'll follow it out there because then we gotta hook up the hose. All right, it is, why am I zoomed in? There we go. It is supposed to be finding its path here and going home. get on the right rows. Oh, it's turning right here. It started spitting hose out as soon as we got inside the field boundary, so we gotta let it wind it back up a little bit and then turn that off until we get to where we're going. There you go. Okay, it's doing its thing. We'll find some rows and it's gonna go down and then make the 180-degree turn back right up to our riser. So I'll show you the path set sometime when we're inside and can see a little bit better, but it's got path 1 and 2 on these end rows right here, which is fine and whatever. It's gonna do the end rows first, doesn't matter. But yeah, we'll go look at our beans while we're waiting for this thing to walk out here. We definitely burn them with our herbicide. That dual was a little rough on some beans. I don't know if we're going to keep doing that in the future. Killed the grass though. This is the field where we Dad sprayed 2 loads up here with the big sprayer, or with our sprayer, I guess, not the big sprayer. And then I came and finished some clear over in that corner with the See and Spray machine. So we'll have a little side by side to be able to compare and see if there's much difference. And these beans are going to grow out of this damage, right? It burnt some leaves for sure. That's herbicide damage from the dual, but they will be okay. We do have some flowers, so that's good. R1 beans. And we're not canopied yet in these 30-inch rows, but it's coming. It found the rows. Tires are right in the middle of them, so that's good. On the right path set, that means. All right, well, just gotta wait for this thing to get out there. It's coming slowly. Just looking at some beans here. We're on the sand ridge right here, so they don't look bad, but they're not thriving by any means. They're V5 to R1. 1, 2, 3, 4. That one's only got 4. Most of them had 5 trifoliates. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. But anytime you see a flower, that's when we start reproductive stages, so they're R1. I really didn't want to put any water on until we got to the reproductive stages, or really the end of July is when it really needs it, but we could make a pass here this week while it's this hot. They're calling for chances of rain the end of the week. If we were to get those, then probably don't need to make anything now, but if we could put a little bit on now and help them out while it's hot, it's not a terrible idea. It doesn't hurt much, so I think we'll start it up, let her go here, see how things work, make sure that we're doing everything we can, but hopefully not running consistent until the end of July here, when they're really setting pods and trying to fill beans out. So, all right, well, it's almost ready to make its turn here, so it's finding where the backbone is going to be. So remember, the way we do this is we've got our riser right here, and it's coming this way, but then it's going to make a path across the center of the field, and it actually lines up with the end rows over there by those trees, and then it will turn and go both directions from the center path. So right now it's starting to turn. It's going to make a 180, get lined up with our riser. We're going to bolt the hose together and the chains that hold everything in place, and then we'll fire it up. All right, well, we had a little hiccup here. We're going to work our way through. The machine turned and it put its home point out here in the middle of this pass. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. It was sitting right here with we were off by 30 feet. So I moved it over to where it needs to be because that home point cannot move. But that's going to screw up the entire path set. So I called 360. They're looking into it, going to call me back here in a few minutes. We're getting everything connected, but we aren't going to be able to start this up until we get new paths set, I would imagine. So I think we're going to go ahead and shut her down here. It looks like everything is charged up and we should be good. So I think we can shut it off and be able to remote start it and everything's fine. Plus my phone's going to die, so we got to get back up to the truck where I can plug it in. Well, we're waiting on a call back from the 360 Rain people. I don't know how long it's going to be, so I'm not just going to sit here. We'll take the fuel trailer back. We're going to fill it. There's been talk about getting diesel fuel. Dad keeps asking me if I think the diesel fuel price is going to keep coming down or if it's going to go back up. He thinks that Ukraine bombing the crap out of Russia is going to make the diesel price go up. So what do you guys think? Should we buy fuel now we can put 4,000 or 5,000 gallons in the tank, or we get through wheat harvest and try and fill everything up so we can get a transport load in after wheat harvest but before fall harvest. Tell me what you think. All right, well, I did get my phone call from the 360 people. They're working on updating that path set. They got to change that one just to the north and a little bit, and going through some stuff, so that's fine. I filled up the fuel trailer here with some fuel so that we can get our tank emptied down a little bit in case you guys tell me, hey, buy your fuel now. We're going to go put this back in the barn, unhook it, and then I'm going home and getting in the swimming pool because it's 100 degrees here. I asked Phil if he needed fuel in the generator there while I was driving past with the fuel trailer hooked up and full, and he said yeah. So we filled it up. I expected it to take like 50 gallons. It took 217, but I guess he hasn't filled it since harvest. So now we should fill our fuel trailer up again. All right, that's it. I'm going home. I still have a little bit of sweet corn I would like to plant. It's not going to make it at this point, but I might plant it anyway because I got a bare spot, and you never know. I should have done it last week and just never got there. So I thought about doing that right now, but it's 6 o'clock, it's hot, I'm tired, I don't want to do it. So we're going to do it tomorrow morning while I'm waiting on a truck to get here, since I got to do that anyway. So thanks for watching today. If you have any questions or comments, leave them down below. Where's my little seatbelt ringer thing? Yeah, we'll get that rain started up first thing in the morning tomorrow. I think the new path set is there and loaded. I just gotta get it, or look at it and approve it, and then they'll upload it to the machine. And we'll go with it tomorrow, so I don't worry about it tonight. But it's a good day. We got a lot done today. Got the bean head done. Got the rain machine fired up, or ready to go to be fired up. Got, what else did we do? We did something else this morning. I don't know. It doesn't matter. It's all good. We had a good day. We're going to have another one tomorrow. Try and get the grain cart home, maybe. That might wait till Wednesday at this point, because we're going to get the rain fired up. We're going to start putting some field signs up tomorrow. That's what we're going to do. Anyway, see you in the morning.